Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulls will get us started with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Minnesota's offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Plows through the defense. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
No huddle here for the offense.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. When draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and hit him.
Scanning the field, it's Agbana. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The run from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has been really good in the first half.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 11, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Keeps the legs moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He finds his man. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simpson. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns if you're going to get back in it, David. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misconnection, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
A third and long coming up here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bulls will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week, and because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Taylor has it. Hard running there. He now has 61 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play, and this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
You know, this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Minnesota! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive.
All kinds of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
28, Buffalo, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. To the air. It's Lindsey. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Buffalo, 14.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Getting some heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Out in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Randall. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half.
35, Buffalo, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Watkins. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come in.
Looking to throw, it's Agbana. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense to understand this. That QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Randall. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
35, Buffalo, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. It's caught. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Looking for a block, it's Randall. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gums. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Quarterback will keep it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it. Touchdown Bulls! And here they come, almost all the way back. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking for a man, it's Agbara. Coming after him. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Buffalo, 29.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get but you get the football. You hit them, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, Davey. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean,